Okay, back in the shed, loading another 16 tons. Okay, what I wanted to cover with you on these, hopefully you can see these things pretty well. Here's the difference in the D shaft, what they call the D shaft, and the half shaft, or half the diameter of the shaft. Excuse me while I frog out. This one here is the half shaft. This one here is the D shaft. You can see the difference in the size. This one here goes on, I think, the 1941, early 41s, or anything that looks like a D shaft. Renovated radios is where you can get these. You can get both types, unless you do them yourself. I managed to make two. I ordered one because I think I could use the three that I have, but I'm gonna go with these right now and put the other one in my stash. These are already polished up. These here are two of the originals that I have or had. One doesn't have a spring clip in it. The other one does. These two don't. So I got one spring clip made. I'm gonna have to make two more for what I got here. So there's those ready to go. Now these extruded rubbers, I think you can get those at Renovated Radios also, but you might be able to get it at I forget where I got these. I can't remember anymore. Short-term memory is gone. Well, maybe it wasn't even there, but you can get this extruded rubber channel. If you can see that, you can get it in a couple of different sizes. Either at Radio Days or at Renovated Radios. I think I got it at Renovated Radios, I'm not sure. As well as the knobs. Now, let me show you real quick the difference. Here at renovatedradios.com, product list, page rep, shown by the beautiful side of it. Here's the 41 knob. Those are the D shafts. Here's the 42 knob. Same thing. Here's what it shows. Here's the half shaft. There's the D shaft. Some call it slightly flatted. It depends on which part of the country you're from or which planet you're on. But a slightly flatted is the same thing as a D shaft. That's a half of a shaft. Now, I ran into some people who put these things on up for sale sometimes, and if you go online to a website or a forum, and you're looking for knobs, and they ask you, well, what kind of shaft does it fit? If you use a description like, well, it's a half shaft. Well, they're liable to turn their nose up at you. I mean, they are a different breed. If they ask you, well, is it a D shaft, and you never encountered that term before, and you tell them, well, it's slightly flatted, well, they're liable to look cross-eyed at you also. They're a strange bunch, I'll tell you. If you don't use their lingo, they don't even want to bother with you. So, you get what you get. So, anyway, there's that. Now, let me scooch out this thing. Here are all the buttons. There's 9 of them. These have been polished and protected, so they're ready to rock. I got to get those sprayed and protected. They're polished. These here are going back in my stash. And then these here, I'm getting ready to prep these clips up. This is the holder clips for the dial glass. I've yet to make the light baffle. So let me get that done, and we'll be back. Yeah, there's a whole lot of shaking going on. Okay, we got that baffle diffuser done. Here's an original, pretty grody. Some would just clean it up, but after, when you clean it, it's going to leave, there's going to be a slight shadow in the thing, and so that's why I just replace them. I don't bother doing it. This one here is from a different, should I say, a new and improved package of dividers for subject matter for the school kids. It's pretty opaque, kind of, I think, translucent. But you put it against something, it almost goes transparent. So what I'm going to do is, now the other one is a matte finish, almost looks like it's been sandblasted, but it's more white, and it looks pretty much like you see here out of the package. But if you put it when you put it against something, it looks like that does. It's pretty filtered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit with some of this ivory gloss. Now you can use different colors on it if you want a different look. I believe the dial glass is going to be kind of a maroon color on the dial in areas where there is no numbers and stuff, and then of course the rest of it will be clear. So I'm going to use the ivory gloss on this to break that see-through stuff so that it looks like that. So let me get that done. We'll be right back. All right, now we've got that cooking on the back burner right now. Here is my package from Radio Days on the dial glass, and it's been sitting over there for, I don't know, a year maybe. I don't know. We're going to take and open it up and see exactly what the chinkawonky is on this thing. Now this box is got a lot of overburden on it, so but it guarantees that this thing here will not get broken. So I'm glad they didn't use duct tape. The tape I buy, it barely sticks. I mean, the painter's tape. Okay, gosh, yeah, I guess it's kind of a maroon color. There it is. Yabba dabba doo. Yeah, 9 to 15.5 on the. I figured it was somewhere around in there. So I mean, there's all the way down to 5. Well, maybe even maybe 3.5. You'll still get stations, and above 15 to about 23, you should get 1 or 2 or 3 stations out of that. But I mean, there that is. So you'll get light through on the white, and you'll get clear through the ones where the markings are, and everything else will be dark. Even these will be, these little Wookie thingies right here, those will be light. So there is that. So let me get this here out of the way, and what I will do is get this out of the way. Now, we will fit this rubber thingy onto the glass. Try to. And put that on there. Let me put this into here and try it this way. And I don't know. Let's try this again. Get in there. Get in there. And don't be a messing with me. Okay, there's that. Let's do this one. Yeah. Boy, I hate working delicate stuff. I mean, I'd rather move buildings than to work tedious little crap like this. Oh, man. Yeah. There we is, like that. Now, this here. Yeah. Okay. Well, when I get ready to put it on, you'll be looking at it. So, hang in there. Okay, something else I wanted to cover is these little Wookie-doos. These little, I don't know, these, I'll call them trap doors, because that's pretty much what they are. The button, whenever it's depressed, pushes this thing back, boop, and it opens up the where the little identifiers, button identifiers, you know, like shortwave, FM, broadcast, KVRD, KY, jelly, where you put those in on the bezel, and it allows the light to come through. So that's the purpose of these things. And then there's this felt band that goes on there on the front of the thing that prevents light from coming around the button and everything, and escaping, so to speak. So what I'm doing now is I'm cleaning up the dust and the crud off the top of these trap doors, so that I can put them in here, and then I tape them down so that way it holds them in place until I can get the rest of the stuff mounted. So that's what I'm doing with that. So let me get the rest of these up and we'll be back. Alright, there we are. All 8. There isn't one for this one because when you push it in, the lamps are off. So you have 8 of those little trap doors that go on there. Got the felt, got some new felt on the front there. And we got all of them taped down to hold in place. Otherwise, you're going to be doing a jig jog all the time you're trying to fit everything together there. So tape them down there, and that'll keep them in place until you get all the rest of the junky stuff on there. Okay, so so what we're going to do now is we're going to see if the baffle is ready to be touched, and if it ain't touched, I think we'll find something else that we can touch. So hang on. Alright, there is the final position. I had the previous segment muffed up again. The felt goes on the back side of all of these, what do I call them? Trap doors. So, and then the buttons goes with the little nubby dubbies pointed down. This one doesn't matter. So there they are right there on that thing. So now what I still got to give some more time on the light diffuser. I'm going to go ahead and restring this here right now so I can prep it for the dial needle. What else was I going to do here? So Let me get that done. We'll be back. There we are. Got the light baffle in it, and the new dial glass in it. Dial needle tied in. Got the string restrung, and swapped out the substitute tube. I got my 6X5s in. This is an X plate. Shouldn't be a problem with that one. So the only reason why I didn't go to a G tube like these is because I didn't want it shorting to the cathode and taking out the transformer. I did have a little issue with one of the XXLs. I had to swap it out. We got a 7A4 substitute in there, and the other one is an original one that was in the thing. This one over here, I kept banging the deck here, and it would cause a bunch of static and stuff, so I tracked it down to that tube. So we got that one replaced. We got all the alignment done, including tentative alignment on the FM portion of the thing. We'll be demonstrating that. I got you can imagine, I got one station. I'm not really sure exactly which one it is. I think at one point they gave a station ID, and I think it was 102 point something. I can't remember offhand. But the way it was coming in, it was way down here on 29 or whatever. So go figure. But it's the only station that'll come in, unless you put like one of these things. This is for a car. You plug it into your antenna, input from your antenna on your car goes into this. It's a shifter. It shifts the frequency up or down. I can't remember which. It powers it's powered by 12 volts. I've experimented with it on these particular radios, and I can get probably as many as 4 stations using that thing, and that's it out of the dozens that are probably there that you can access. But if you use the input here, you can pipe in your FM and anything else you may want to use. There's that. So this video is going to go a little long. Sorry for the lengthy gabbiness, but what we're doing now is I scuffed the cabinet with some 800 grit and shot it again to smooth it out and get it smoother. I got one more shooting I'm going to make about 7 o'clock, and that will be it for the cabinet. I got the interior sticker on it already. I got the I got this sticker on it already. I got that one already, and I need to put a I got to look up the serial number. I got the serial number for this, and I got to print the foil label for it. I have since got a 42327, kind of like a mantle radio. It's a Philco. It's got broadcast and shortwave on it, and it should have a foil label on it with a serial number on it. So I'm going to print those two out as soon as I get them together and get them printed and sprayed and transferred. what else I got to do here? Oh yeah, I gotta take that speaker cloth backer and give me some speaker grill cloth on it, ready for the cabinet. So I mean, I don't know if I showed you this. There is the speaker complete. So one change I had to make to this thing was I noticed when I pumped it up one time, it went to about 60 milliamps, 600 milliamps for a short period before it fell back down to 40 and then came back up to 40. I think it's running around 45. I looked at it a while ago after replacing the tubes, and it's pulling 480. So I elected to jerk the 500 fast blow out of it and put a 500 slow blow in it. That's the only change I made, other than swapping that tube out and making the adjustments to the IFs. So we'll catch you on the next one. Cut this thing short. We're out of here.